The global pandemic has taught us that we can change the way that we work, no matter where we are. This has enabled us to elevate inclusion and well-being up the agenda of many organisations.
As an LGBT person, we wanted to be in an environment that is more accepting and inclusive. When I was 20, I decided to move to Manila for better opportunities, and because I know that people in the city are more accepting of the LGBT culture. Now with remote work, I can still work in a company that values diversity and inclusion, but at the same time, I get to stay with my family in the province. In addition, working remotely gives me less pressure to present myself in a certain way and avoid judgments from strangers that I regularly run into within a physical workplace and its surroundings. Also, with the stress brought about by the pandemic, I never felt isolated even while working from home, as I get to connect with our Pride community and join Pride events virtually. I think it's easier and more convenient to attend Pride Network activities and webinars remotely, so I really hope that this would continue even as in-person events resume.
At Fujitsu, 91% of our people told us they want to work more flexibly beyond the pandemic. And so our promise to people is to work your way. This means that we empower people to agree the right flexible work pattern and locations for them based on their job responsibilities and personal preferences. We believe this will help people to sustain better levels of well-being, and for Fujitsu will help us to attract and progress the careers of even more diverse talent.
We recognize that Fujitsu will only realize the benefits of remote working for well-being and inclusion and being open about how we create an inclusive remote culture.
I am glad Fujitsu contributed Out Now survey. The pandemic triggered huge shift from office-centric culture to more flexible working style. I hope our cause could be shared with many Fujitsu members in all regions using our now enhanced remote working environments.
Working remotely for much of our time means we need to find new ways of sustaining positive colleague relationships, sparking and maintaining our in-person connection and support. We need to pay deliberate attention on how we remain socially connected and ensure our culture remains inclusive for everyone, now more than ever.
Partnering with OutNow's LGBT+ working from home research has enabled us to learn from over 2,000 people from across the world, including hundreds of my own Fujitsu colleagues, about what actions will make a real positive difference for them in creating an LGBT+ inclusive culture when working remotely.
Hi, I'm Ian Johnson, CEO of OutNow. The LGBT+ WFH research is part of a global series of research initiatives by OutNow. A key takeout for us is the importance of visibility. When we're working remotely, we need to be visible in order to be effective as an ally. And that's the same as when we're working in the office. What's different is when we're working remotely, we have to become conscious of new ways to be seen and heard, to be an ally so that we can be effective in supporting our LGBT+ colleagues.
I've learned that being a visible ally is even more important, but I have to show it in different ways. For example, use pronouns for signing emails. Use support messages for online profiles. Add a rainbow around the profile picture available on fujitsu.com with signs of support in the background of the meeting. Using pronouns for social media names and displaying them visibly.
Hello. Working remotely allows me to be more productive, and it has greatly improved my work-life balance as it's cut out a lengthy commute. Fujitsu are very supportive of me while I work remotely, as I've scheduled regular virtual touchpoints with my team and my line manager. One excellent initiative is our weekly water cooler chat, where people can come together with a cuppa and a smile, regardless of team or department, to chat about anything, whatever they want. It's great to work with a company who actually promote ways and encourage staff to look after their well-being while they work remotely from their homes.